Hey, don't you have a train to catch?
Yeah, you know, look, I was thinking that maybe I'm gonna put off this trip.
You would miss that party in Albany?
Yeah, well, it's just a reunion with some old girlfriends.
Oh, I don't think you should miss it. I wouldn't want to miss it. In fact, let's close the joint and I'll take you there.
You know, we've all moved on to different lines of work.
Oh, that's a shame. You're breaking my heart now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, what time is the train?
You know, I seem to remember the last time I left you in charge of the kitchen, you blew up the stove.
That could happen to anybody.
Except that they heard it over on Pier 17.
Yeah, well, you got a new stove out of the deal, didn't you?
Yeah, but you had to pay for it.
I stand behind my mistakes, way behind. What's the problem?
Okay, do me a favor. Just don't try anything that's too complicated, okay?
No beef stroganoff, no mugu gai pan?
No. I left some chicken salad, some grilled cheese. It's all set up in the back, and just try to push that, and you can zap the soup, you can zap the chili, you'll be fine.
Oh, baby, I'm feeling creative.
Yeah, that's what scares me.
It's my kitchen, Tammy.
It's not your kitchen. It's half your kitchen. I'd really like it to still be here when Bobby gets back.
Well, have no fear. Her half will be here.
Why do I think I just might regret this? Lucky.
Hi.
Wow. It's good to see you.
It's great to see you.
How you doing?
I'm great. Fine.
Well, how did everything go the other night? You know, with the Four Musketeers. Not that it's any of my business.
It was really good to see everyone. Thank you for letting us use the place.
Oh, God, anytime.
So I'm glad everything's working out for you here at Kelly's.
Yeah. Lucky, let me just ask you something. How you doing, really? Okay? I mean, if you don't mind my asking.
Well, you know, I got this craving for some Ruby's chili.
Well, it just happens to still be on the back burner.
Yeah? After all this time?
Mm-hmm. Some things never change. Although, Lucky, I gotta warn you.
Sorry, everything's under control.
Find Lucky Spencer for me immediately. Bring him to me.
I don't mean to pry,
Then
but
don't.
I hope young Master Spencer is well.
We all need to refocus from time to time.
Yes, madam.
Thank you.
Helena?
Laura, how lovely to see you.
Skip the manners.
Oh, one must never skip her manners, dear.
What have you done to my son?
Why are you everywhere I go?
We live in a small town, cowboy. Like it or not, this is gonna happen.
You know what? I'm not that hungry.
I could fix you some chili to go.
I'll catch you later.
You want to go ahead? I can postpone my trip.
No, darling, I'm through running after him.
He'll come around.
Tammy, he's alive. That's enough for now.
I saved Lucky from Cesar Faison. Well, a simple thank you seems appropriate.
You planned the whole thing, didn't you? The kidnapping and the fire.
Luke cheated Faison out of a small fortune in diamonds. Faison didn't appreciate Luke's sense of humor the way we do, Laura. And Lucky was caught in the middle.
And you killed Faison, too.
Honestly, I don't know why I should tell you anything.
You stole my son and you gave me back a stranger.
I'm certainly not expecting gratitude. Even Stefan finally realized that you are cold as ice.
And this is your revenge, isn't it? For Mikos. You turned our son against us.
If Lucky had been sleeping under your roof that night, none of this would have happened.
But Helena, he wanted his own life.
Away from you and Luke.
Now, we were on good terms when Lucky disappeared.
Well, if that makes you feel better, tell yourself that.
You stole my son, you kept him for as long as you liked, and then you used him as bait to drag Luke and me through our past? That was tacky.
Grasp this idea, if you can, Laura. The trip was to benefit Lucky. It had nothing to do with you and Luke. Or Luke's latest conquest, for that matter. Our Luke does have a weakness for blondes, doesn't he?
You poisoned our son's mind against us.
Lucky was confined under unspeakable conditions. Far worse than he will ever admit. Lucky waited a long time for you, Laura. He couldn't imagine that you and Luke wouldn't come after him, but you didn't. Now, once I suspected that Faison was holding Lucky, oh, I started my search immediately, and you know, he wasn't really that difficult to find.
You don't expect me to actually believe that Lucky didn't want to come straight home, do you?
Lucky wanted to make sense of his life. So when he was strong enough to travel, I took him anywhere he wanted to go. I mean, we had no idea that you were going to follow us.
But you planted clues everywhere you went.
When Lucky was ready, we parted.
You dumped him in Canada and let him find his own way home.
You saw him in Canada, didn't you?
You know I did.
Well, was he confused or lost?
How did you get my son to reject us? What did you do?
Lucky is a wonderfully bright, independent young man. And if you would stop worrying about yourself for just one instant, you might see that.
If you've done any permanent damage to my son...
I know what it means to lose a son, Laura. You should thank me for saving yours.
Okay. You've got me to deal with now, Helena.
I look forward to it.
Young Master Spencer, as you requested.
The name's Lucky.
Thank you, Andreas. You may go.
I don't appreciate being dragged over here.
I've missed your company, Lucky.
This whole thing isn't working out. Just like I told you, too many people keep getting hurt, especially Elizabeth.
Well, I appreciate your concern for your friends.
I'm leaving town. Probably soon.
Why don't we play a game of chess?
No.
Well, if you're upset, Lucky, chess calms you.
I'm sick of chess.
Indulge me. Just a little.
All right, whatever. But I'm not changing my mind about leaving.
Remember what I taught you. First and foremost, you must always protect your queen.
I understand.
I thought you would.
You waiting for Lucky again?
I can't do this right now.
What happened?
Please just leave me alone.
You spoke with Helena, didn't you?
How can you possibly think that I'm like her?
Did her story match mine?
I don't know what to believe anymore.
But she claimed she rescued Lucky, correct?
Luke and I should have gone to look for him right from the very beginning. All that time. He was waiting for us to find him.
That's what Helena told you.
What has she done to my baby?
I'm very close to finding out, Laura.
Will you tell me if you do find out?
Will you believe me?
Yes.
Laura had all kinds of questions about your captivity. I tried to be helpful. I told her that Faison was responsible, but of course she wouldn't let that rest. Now, she wanted to know all about our trip. Your mother even accused me of using you as bait.
I wonder what gave her that idea.
You are far too clever for either one of your parents.
Well, they just can't handle the truth, that's all.
Well, I told Laura I took you anywhere you wanted to go. And that's the truth, isn't it? I mean, that's what you'd tell anyone if they asked.
Why wouldn't I?
Isn't it nice just being able to be together?
I missed beating you at chess.
There's no reason to leave Port Charles.
No reason at all.
I'm glad you decided to reconnect with Nicholas.
I just needed a little bit of time.
He loves you very much.
He's my brother. Why wouldn't he?
You know, Nicholas could end up as your best friend.
He's the only one who doesn't push me to be somebody else.
You can trust Nicholas, just as you trust me.
He's already helping me with Elizabeth.
Is Elizabeth upsetting you?
It's kind of the other way around.
I know you're very fond of Elizabeth.
She still has feelings for me.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
Strong feelings.
Well, you were very close.
She thinks it can be like before.
But you realize that it can't.
I've tried to explain it to her, but everything I do just hurts her, and Elizabeth doesn't deserve that.
Then you know what must be done.